Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is gonna be like it's sort of the makeup that I do when I have to go somewhere out as such, like not exactly glam because it is like a quick fix glam, like when you don't have too much of time but you still want to go somewhere out, maybe for a wedding or a reception or a special event, but you don't have too much of time to get ready. Now I have been having this problem a lot recently. Like, I attended 3 weddings in the past week or so, and for all the 3 events, I think just for one of the event I had time to actually get ready. Like, all 3 of them were receptions actually, and for one of them I actually had time to properly get ready. But for the other 2 ones, I was literally like, either going directly from college, or I didn't really have time to change and do my makeup really well. And on occasions like those, this was the makeup that I was wearing, which you see on my face right now. And it looks put together, yet it does not look very very simple, if you know what I mean. So when you don't have too much of time but you still want to glam it up a little bit and look presentable enough, like you're actually going for a special event or a wedding, then this is what you can use. Also, this is something which you can wear to college. Like, a lot of times what I did was that I wore this sort of a makeup to college in the morning and then just changed my clothes for the event in the evening. So this is also something which is very very long lasting. So all I did was just touch up my face after changing my clothes in the evening and I was sorted. So yeah, I really hope this video is helpful. Firstly, because all this makeup is really long lasting. Secondly, because it does not take too much of time to do it, and it also looks very very presentable and you won't look underdressed. So yeah, I really hope you find this video helpful, and to know what is the makeup that I'm wearing on my face right now, please keep on watching. Okay guys, so let's get started. Now, before I actually start with the makeup, let me show you the SPF which I already use. Now I'm done with my entire skincare routine part, like my morning skincare routine, and this is the SPF which I used. I've spoken about this previously as well. It's the Avon Solutions Spf 40 PA triple plus UV protective lotion. Now this is more of a heavier sunscreen which I use nowadays because it's winters, but I will recommend that before you actually start your makeup, there should be a gap in between using a sunscreen like this and then doing your makeup. Let this get absorbed into the skin really well, because when you first apply it, it does feel sticky. So I would personally recommend that once you're done with your shower, do your skincare routine, get ready, you can have breakfast after that. That is what I personally do. And after I'm done with my breakfast, then I do my makeup. Like, my makeup, the process of doing my makeup is the last thing which I do before I step out of the house. So yeah, keep a good break between using a sunscreen like this and then doing your makeup, because that way the sunscreen gets absorbed into the skin really well and then you can move forward. So yeah, that was a little tip. Now let's proceed. So for makeup, I'm actually using 2 compact powders. Both I have spoken about previously on my channel as well. So the first one is this. It's the Lakme 9 to 5 Flawless Matte Complexion Compact. This is one of my favorite everyday compacts, and I have hit major pan on my second one as well. Now this one I really love because it gives a very flawless, airbrushed, smooth, silky feel. Like, it does not look like you're wearing makeup even though you are, and it's a very silky powder. It also has pretty good coverage. The only downside of this product is that it does oxidize a little bit, I feel. So don't go with a shade which is exactly your skin tone. Go with a shade slightly lighter. Like, the color I'm using right now is actually my skin tone. This is actually my mom's. Like, I have used up one completely, and you would have seen that in my empties video. And this is the one which my mom had. So she is a little bit lighter than me, probably. So this shade on her, she looked very very dark and dull at the end of the day, because, like I said, it oxidizes. So she did not really enjoy using it and she wanted the lighter shade. So she gave this one to me. I was like, you know what, I'll just finish it up. So yeah, that's the reason I have this one. And I did try using the shade which she has, the lighter one. That is actually the lightest shade. It's Melon. This one is Almond, I think, by the way. Yeah, this one is Almond, and Melon will actually work really well for me, my mom, and if you are my skin tone, I would recommend going for Melon, but still I would say that do check it out at the store before you buy it. Now I am going to be using a second compact over this, like I said, for two reasons. Firstly, it will give you added coverage. That is the first thing. Like, this one has medium coverage, but like the Lakme one has medium coverage, but this A1 powder, it's actually a powder foundation, and this one has medium to full coverage. I won't say it's full coverage, but it's pretty good coverage. Now the only con of this one is that if you use it over like a thick sunscreen or something, then it does kind of look patchy. So that's the reason you need to use something in between the two. So if you have dry skin and you use a really thick moisturizer or thick sunscreen, like when the formulation is thick, you will have that issue with this one, so you need to keep that in mind. That's the reason why I use the Lakme powder in between these two, because that one does not emphasize and it does not look patchy on the skin. So yes, now I'm done with my base. Let's move on to the eyes, and I'm going to use this palette which you've seen this so many times on my channel already. I'm sure you're bored hearing about it already, but it's the La Palette Nude by Loreal, and this one is in the shade Rose. I'm going to be using let me show you which shade. I'm going to be using this shade in my crease. This is like my standard eye look for special occasions when I don't have time as such to do like shimmery eyeshadow and then a crease color or like a transition shade. I was just going with this one color and I'm sorted. And this is probably also the shade which I have used the most in this palette up till now. Like, some of the shades honestly I haven't touched. I've had this palette for almost a year at this point, but some of the shades I haven't even touched. Like, some of the shimmery shades are good, the others are way too powdery. Like, if matte shades are powdery, they'll be really blendable, but if shimmery shades are powdery, then it can be a problem. And make sure that you blend really well, especially if you're using just one color. Blend really well. Like, at this point I'm working on one eye for like 5 minutes. I mean, that's an exaggeration totally, but yeah. Now moving on to lining my eyes, I always use retractable Kajal pencils as eyeliners, or I would use a pen liner, but generally it's more of retractable Kajal pencils, and I'm using this one. It's the Faces Magneteyes Kajal. This is honestly one of the smoothest Kajal formulations which I have seen. And I'll do my eyeliner using this one. You know what, guys, honestly I can't do it on camera, so I'll just quickly do my eyes and be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back. I not only finished my liner but also my mascara. So like I mentioned, the eyeliner which I used is the Faces Magneteyes Kajal, and then I curled my lashes using the Colorbar eyelash curler. And last but not the least, I used my favorite all-time mascara, which is the Maybelline the Falsies Push Up Drama Mascara. I didn't want to just repeat the same steps on camera, so I just thought I'll do it off camera. And now moving on to the last part, which is probably my favorite. It's the lipstick, and I'm going to be using the Sugar Cosmetics. It's a Pout Time Vivid lipstick in the shade 07, the Twilight Rose. It's a really pretty rose shade. And yes, this one is the formula is really long lasting. I won't talk too much about it because I do have a swatch post, like a lip swatch video and a review of this one. And then I also have another shade, I don't remember the number, but it's called Breaking Bear. I think it was 02 Breaking Bear. So I do have Instagram lip swatch videos, and the description box, the description of that post has the review of the lipstick. So I will link both of the lip swatch videos and the reviews in the description box, so you can go and check that out if you want to. And yes, that is it for this video. Now one quick little note which I would like to mention is that I did not do any other face makeup as such. Like I did not use blush or contour or highlight or anything of that matter for this video, because generally on occasions like these I do tend to go for bolder colors. Like for my clothes, like you can see right now, I'm wearing a sort of corally reddish pinkish shirt, and it's an off shoulder one. And generally when I tend to go for bolder colors in my clothes, then I don't tend to do too much of face makeup. But if I'm wearing like white or any light pastel color, then I will do some face makeup. But on special occasions like these, I can generally tend to skip on blush or highlight and things like that. But if you want to do something like that, you can totally do so, and I think it's totally up to you. This is just what I personally do when I don't have too much of time but I do want to go glam. And also all of these products are very long lasting. So like right now it must be around 9:30ish when I'm filming this video, and even if I come back at 9:30 in the night, I know that all these products will last. The lipstick will definitely fade away, but this one does leave behind a very beautiful stain. My base will stay the way it is, I know that for sure. Also the liner, the mascara, everything will just stay in place, I know that for sure. So all these products are very long lasting, and I would definitely highly recommend them to you. And yes, that is it for this video. I really hope that you found this video helpful, and yeah, that is it. If you did actually really find it helpful, then please do subscribe to my channel and hit on the notification bell button to be updated every time I post a new video. And I'll also leave my social media handles in the description box. You can follow me on my Instagram and my Snapchat as well. I post reviews on Instagrams twice in a week of products which I'm currently using, and I actually think they're worth the money, or just worth sharing with you guys, like sharing my review on those products. So yeah, definitely for checking out reviews on all the products which I use in my videos, you can definitely check my Instagram, and also follow me on Snapchat as well. I kind of share more of my personal life on Snapchat, like apart from updating you guys whenever I post a new video. And yes, I'll also leave the links to all these products in the description box, so that way you can directly click on the links and check out those products. And yes, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.